Hi, Jamie and Adrian. Hope you guys are having a great time overseas on your trip. It's your video lesson for when you get back. See here, one big topic I want to talk about. And if you have questions when you get back, or even over there, if you want to shoot a message from over there, that'd be kind of fun to hear how things are going. But anyway, so let's get two things. So what I'd like to talk about today is another part of note reading in ear training that I think sometimes gets neglected and not talked about until kind of too far into the process. And that is reading rhythms. One thing I think students struggle with, especially in Suzuki, if they are doing it strictly by ear and not doing enough note reading, is that the symbols in the nomenclature of note reading kind of become a mystery and kind of hard to see what it actually is supposed to sound like. And I hope today kind of show you some of my tips and tricks on reading more complex rhythms than just quarter notes, whole notes, and half notes. I'm assuming that whole notes, half notes, and quarter notes, I think here my pack of rhythms right here, are probably already something that you know. So I'm going to try to talk about one that I think might be new to you. I'm not sure if you already talked about it or not with your violin teacher or your music teacher at school. But ones I talk about are the first ones are, so the ones I'm going to talk about are eighth notes and 16th notes, and different ways to count them in my tips and tricks. So if you're not familiar already, an eighth note does not look like that. The wrong card. Wrong card back in my deck over here. I have these right here. These are my rhythm cards. I got them off of Amazon. I think I paid like 15 bucks for the whole pack, and I use them all the time. Here we go. You already know what a quarter note looks like. So I have right here an eighth note, right? And what this sounds like is one and 2 and 3 and 4. And I'll slow that down a little bit so the 8th and 16th notes aren't so fast. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and what I recommend doing is actually getting some of those cards or printing them off online and seeing if you actually have Adrian play what it sounds like. So the eighth note is going to sound 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now I sent over a rhythm guide because sometimes they can get so complex as that it's easier to actually come up with a saying that sounds like it rather than just trying to count with straight 1 and 2 and. So 1 and 2 and is the way I would count it, but sometimes in a more difficult situation I might use a sort of two-syllable word like say soda, 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 soda. I do this sometimes when I'm constructing rock and roll solos. I'll come up with a bunch of foods. If I get writer's block and I don't know what to do, I'll actually write down what I had for lunch that day: turkey sandwich, cup of water, bag of chips, or something like that. And I'll use those as my when I say it rhythmically, I'll use those as the rhythms for the solo, and that kind of helps get things moving a little bit if I kind of run into a stumbling block or get writer's block. The next one to know is a 16th note. And these guys right here have two beams on top, whereas the eighth note had one. And these are twice as fast, or you fit twice as many in here. And the way you count this one traditionally would be 1 E and 1 E and with golf clap, of course, 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 E and. Now the way I would count this, if that was tricky, doing 1 E and 2 E, I would say guacamole, guacamole, guacamole. I'll slow it down a bit. Guacamole. So every syllable will get a strike on the string. Guacamole, guacamole, soda, guacamole, guacamole, soda, guacamole, guacamole. So I do my scales in the morning. Guacamole, soda. So this is what I use for 16th notes. Now you can have different combinations of those two rhythms, where you might have 1 8th note and then 2 16th notes, for example. And that's what this next one is right here, is a combo of 2 16th notes, 1 E and 1 E and 1 E and. And the way that would sound if I counted traditionally will be this: 1 E and 1 E and 1 E and. Oops, let me do the Mixolydian. Right? So what I'll do in that situation is I'll just play on one string, 1 E and. Now the word I use for that is coconut, 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 coconut. I'll do this. Coconut, 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 right? Just like that. Coconut, 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 right? Last one is going to be this guy, where I'll put the 8th note up front and then followed by 2 16th notes. I'll have one E and one E and That's the traditional way of counting it. The way I would count it, that's more interesting and more easier, or better, I think, is strawberry, 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 straw. Every syllable, strawberry. And it sounds like this. Strawberry, strawberry, soda, soda, guacamole, guacamole, coconut, coconut, strawberry, strawberry. The more you can look at these right here, the more when you come across, say for example, something in, volume 8, this one that has like, this will make more sense, right? If you practice your rhythms now, that way when you see this, it's not so intimidating. Awesome, so work on that for me, and then I'll see you same time next time. Take care, guys.